my god, I actually haven't done a YouTube video in so long and I've totally fallen off the YouTube bandwagon and I'm really sorry. But one of my New Year's resolutions is to make more YouTube videos, so yay! Today I did a makeup tutorial. I put a picture up on Instagram and asked everyone what they wanted to see, and a lot of it was makeup tutorials, contouring, pigments, just different kind of eye looks and stuff, smoky eyes. So I kind of just brought it all into this look. I've been using this palette for the last like week and a half and I absolutely love it. I really wanted to do a look with it, so I did today. Excuse me if I'm talking a little bit different. I have a cold and I got braces, so my mouth doesn't know what's going on. My nose is so blocked. I've been dying since Christmas, so sorry about all that. But anyway, back to the tutorial. What I used was the new palette from Blank Canvas Cosmetics, which is beautiful. I absolutely love it so much. It's called their Master Series Palette 1, The Art of Perfection. And it makes me really happy because it says Palette 1, which means they're going to bring out another one. So this is a look at the palette. It is all gorgeous browns, really warm tones and just beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. It's probably my favourite brown eyeshadow palette I've ever used. It's so much better than the Naked palettes. It's so pigmented and the shadows are really easy to blend, which I love. So I did a brown smoky eye with lashes and liner, and I used a pigment from a brand that I don't think I featured on my channel. I have a couple of products from them. I always butcher the name. It's Italian, I think. It's called Nieve Cosmetics. The pigment is gorgeous. It's my first time using the pigment. This is actually a translucent powder that I always use from them and I love it. But I used the gold, liquid gold I think it's called. You'll see it in a sec on the lid. I absolutely love it. So I used all of my favourite products. I did go a little bit OTT with the foundation, but that's what I've been doing a lot lately. You don't need to do as much foundation as I do, but I just really like the look and the payoff, and the products really work together. So that's basically it. I'm justifying the amount of foundation I used, and I don't have to because I'm a makeup artist. We use what we want. Anyway, enough about me. I am going to just get straight into the tutorial. I did a kind of fast voiceover type. It's been a while. I'm used to like 10 seconds on Snapchat where I can just literally say a few sentences and then I'm done. YouTube is so much harder because you actually have to just sit down and talk. Anyway, what was I saying? I did a voiceover because I thought it would be quick and easy, and then I'm going to do some talky videos for the next while and then throw in a few tutorials. I don't really know what I'm going to do. We're just going to wing it and hopefully have one video a week. Fingers crossed. Times are very busy. I was going to say times are tough. They're not tough. Times are busy. Busy for Faces by Grace, and it's amazing and I love it so much. So I'm going to try and squeeze in a video a week, and then if I do that, amazing. If not, I'm sorry, but you can follow me on all my other social media where I am every single day. Snapchat has become my life and I literally document everything. So if you're not following me on Snapchat, I'll leave the name up on screen. All my social media is down below. Check out my blog. Check it all out, and I will see you in my next video. I really hope you like this tutorial, and thank you so much for watching. Bye! To start off this look, I'm going to prime my lids first using my Stay Put primer from Young Blood. I absolutely love this primer. And then I'm going to fill in my brows using number 69 eyeliner from Ingla and my Duraline. I mix a little bit of those two together to make it a little bit more fluid. And I fill my brows in first so I have a nice guideline for my shadows and my liner. Next, I'm going to take the matte cream shade from my Inglot Love palette and I'm going to highlight underneath my brow and bring the shadow down onto my lid as well so that the colours blend in nicely together. It just helps to get a nice blend. I'm going to take my Blank Canvas Cosmetics palette and the first shade and start to blend that into my crease, just above my crease, and kind of keeping it mainly towards the outside. I'm using a fluffy brush just to get a nice even blend, and I'm going back in with shadow to build up the intensity. Next, I'm going to take a darker brown and just underneath that, not right up as far as I went with the first shade, and keeping it to the outer corner as well, and blending it out and feathering it out nicely just to get a nice gradient and a nice blend into the crease first. I go back and forth with a clean blending brush between each step to make sure that my blend is really nice, and then I bring it from my from the corner of my eye outwards towards my brow to really lift up my eyes. I kind of keep it in this shape. It just makes your eyes look a lot bigger. And then I'm going to take Downtown, which is a nice medium tone brown. It's it's a nice kind of like a flat brown, and I just bring that into the crease. It just adds depth and dimension and just gives the shadow a little bit more to it. Then just taking that matte white again from the Inglot palette just to highlight my brow a little bit more because I kind of lost some of the intensity. Then taking this beautiful pigment from, I think it's Niev Cosmetics, I'm going to say. It's a gorgeous gold shade. It's so pigmented, and I built up the pigmentation as well. I didn't use any Duraline or Duo Glue. I just went straight onto my lid and I patted it on so I didn't have much fallout, and I just then swept it back and forth to build up the pigment. And I kept that to the center of my lid and to the inner corner, and kind of left the outer corner the darkest. Then taking Corruption, I'm going to build that into the outer V of my eye. This is going to really give some definition and really make the eyes pop a little bit more. This would be if you're going for like a nighttime look. I really like to deepen up the crease. And then I go back and forth as always with my blending brush. This is just a clean brush that has no product on it. And then I just take a baby wipe and clean up any fallout, any of the glitter that's fallen down. And then what I do is from the lower lash line straight up to the brow, I clean away any shadow, and it gives a really nice clean edge, and it wings your shadow for you. So it's a really nice guideline. If you're doing your liner, you have kind of that outline already of where you should draw. So this is a really good tip that I learned recently since working in Inglot. Then taking 77 gel liner, which is the best liner in the world. I am not just saying that because I work for Inglot. I have used it for years and years. It's waterproof, smudge proof, lasts all day, super black, so pigmented. It just glides on so nicely. It's like one of my favorite products Inglot has ever come out with. It's like the best. So for my gel liner, I start out small with a really flat liner brush, and then I'm going to tight line as well. That really makes my lashes appear fuller, and I'm going to line my waterline as well. I really like doing this recently. Then I take an angled brush and I start to pull the flick of my liner out. Then I drag it back in towards the brow and really create that nice wing. I'm going to show you in a second how you can really extend that flick just by using Duraline and a tiny little liner brush. So I just kind of build it out as much as I can with the angled brush, and then I go back in with a clean brush, a really teeny tiny brush, some Duraline, and just flick it out even more. So that's what I'm doing now. Running the Duraline along the edge just helps to make it more fluid and drags it out even nicer. This is like my favorite trick to do for liner. Then I'm going to add some mascara. This is a new one from Max Factor. I really like it. It has a nice big bristle, so it's good for volume, and I think it might be waterproof. I'm not going to say that again. I don't know. Anyway, eyeliner, no. Concealer for under the eyes. I love Stroke of Light from Bare Minerals. My favorite under eye concealer at the moment, and I've been just loving it so much. It's nearly gone. So I pack that on in a triangle upside down underneath my eyes, and then I go in with my concealer brush to really blend it out nicely. Sorry about my phone beeping in the background. Oh god, who is that? Anyway, I just blend that out under my eyes just to cancel out any discoloration, to get rid of any dark circles, and from dragging the wipe across I always get a little bit red underneath my eyes, so the concealer helps to hide that. And it also cleans up your flick. Then I'm going to go in with the same eyeshadows I used on my top lid, and I'm going to drag them underneath my lower lash line using a dome-shaped pencil brush. This is my favourite thing to do, just to build up the intensity. Go back in with your fluffy blush brush, blend it out, and then go back in with the darker shades and do the exact same. Then it is base time. Taking my primer from Bare Minerals. This is the illuminating one. I really like it. It's so soft on your skin. Holy moly, Dior Star is the star of the show. It's my favorite foundation ever. It's for when I'm wearing tan. As you can see, it's a lot darker than my face, but it matches like the rest of my body. Really love this foundation so much. I've started to use this like every single day when I'm not in work. This is the foundation I reach for. It's full coverage, looks amazing, and I build it up to a full coverage. And then this is going to be a little bit too much for people, but this is the foundation I've been wearing most days. So I take my Makeup Forever pan stick I know, Pansy, you're thinking what the hell, but it is unbelievable. And I cream highlight with this, and it gives me more coverage and it brightens up my face a little bit more. And then I take my F24 from Blank Canvas, my favorite foundation brush, and I just kind of bounce the product onto my skin, and it just builds up so nicely. It doesn't move around or anything. I just bounce it on with that brush like the way I would with a beauty blender. And then another foundation. This is the Ready foundation from Bare Minerals, and I swear only in the last 2 weeks have I just fallen in love with this. Even when I worked for Bare Minerals, I wasn't a big fan of the Ready foundation. Now I am telling you, it is life. It just goes on so nicely, is full coverage, makes my foundation stay on all day long. It's just so gorgeous. Then taking my favorite, I'm actually using all my favorite products. This is my favorite powder, and this is from, what is it from? It's from Physicians Formula. And then I take, oh my god, Hourglass Ambient Lights palette, mix it all together and just put that everywhere, all over my face. It is so gorgeous. Then I'm going to bronze my skin up a little bit and add a little bit of colour. I've been using the chocolate bronzer from Bare Minerals, no, from Bourjois. I do like it, it's not that pigmented though. And then I'm going to contour with my Sleek contouring kit palette thing. Really like this. Used to use it years ago and I'm started back to use it. Then we're going in with Hot Mama from The Balm, and I love this. This is like NARS's Orgasm. It's so pigmented. It's a gorgeous pink tone with gold shimmer through it. And then Sparkle Dust number 2 from Inglot is Life. I just absolutely love this highlight, and I've just fallen so in love with it since I started to work for Inglot. It just looks so gorgeous on the skin. You really have to work it in though with your brush. Just blend it in nicely. Once you start to build it into the skin, it's like liquid gold. I pop that onto my Cupid's bow too, and just like down the center of my face. Then taking Soar from MAC. It's a gorgeous lip liner. I think it's like the lip liner of Kendall or Kylie Jenner's, you know, the lips. So that's it, and I just fill in my brows, fill in my lips, and then I go in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Metallic Rose Lip Gloss. This has been my favorite one for like the last 2 or 3 weeks. I got it when I was in New York, and it's just the perfect shade for me. This is the color I always reach for lips. It's just me in lips, if you know what I mean. And that is pretty much the finished look. Let me know in a comment what you think below, and I will talk to you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.